Everybody, Ralph Havens here. And if you're watching live, welcome. Monday. I just had a big, powerful session I do for myself every morning. And I want to tell you a little bit about it because one of the things that can sometimes be daunting and like this just can't happen, it's an impossible thing, is emotional traumas. Like, can you really get over emotional traumas? And I mean get over them by like it where it doesn't affect you anymore, and you can get on with life, and life can be different instead of thinking, well, I was raised this way or this is what happened and so I can't it's just going to be the way it is, whether it was something that your dad or your mom did or some traumas that happened in the past that now you just can't seem to get over and seem to be affecting your life. And what I notice with myself and with my clients is there is a way to get over them, and I want to tell you a little bit about it. I call it true healing, and there's the physical, and there's the mental and the emotional and the spiritual stuff that can be in the way of somebody's healing. The funny thing is, when you clear any of those things, an emotional problem, trauma, a mental, emotional thing, a spiritual thing, a physical thing, it opens up more space in your body. And when you have more space, there's more freedom of possibilities. Like, if you're tight and you can't turn this way, when you open up the spaces and then you can turn farther, you have more options for movement. What's cool is the body is connected in a way where when you free up physical things in your rib cage and your heart and your lungs, you free up other things too. So the heart does have love and hate processes that it runs and processes through, and the lungs are about grief and despair and sadness, and but the other side of it is the joy of life. So when I first learned this one process that's in my Enlighten Up class, it's something I use with my one-on-one clients. It's something that I do for myself every day. I I I noticed that when I first started doing it, Jen was asking me, "What are you doing?" Because our abundance was going up. Like, people were finding me from around the world even more, and there was a doctor in Bellingham here that started sending me people out of the blue, and I wasn't trying to go after doctors or to talk to them or anything, but that was happening. But what was really interesting was there's a movement that I do, an exercise that I do from the world of Qigong. It's an ancient Chinese method that I use, and there's one movement called wall squats that I was always stuck at. I could only go so far down. But after doing this process of clearing deep emotional and mental and emotional and spiritual pains in my body, and it was improving our abundance, our money. I mean, to be frank with you, it was like improving our lives. Um, my qigong movement, that exercise, I could go farther into it, and I was like, wow, that's better. And my running got better, so I was more free through my rib cage, and my heart and my lungs were doing better. And I was doing this technique to clear emotional and spiritual pains. So it's all connected together, is my experience. And I get to see stuff, and my clients send me all sorts of cool stuff. And I don't want to give too much information to keep things private, but I got a really cool video of a client doing something, and it panned out to the rest of her family, and I can see stuff, and I could see some of the pain and stuff that some of her family members were going through, and you could see it in their body. Somebody that's dealing with lots of grief and regret and sadness and lifelong things that have affected them. Their body is different. You know, their body is different. It's kind of beaten down. It's tight. It just doesn't feel like the suppleness of the skin is different. And my client, I saw this amazing person. I've seen such a transformation over the time that I've worked with her, and she's let go of a lot of this stuff. She's done a lot of work. So I won't say anything more about that because I do keep things private. But that gives you a sense of what I've been able to see. And so what I've got is a big master class. It's called How to Finally Get Over Autoimmune Conditions and Anxiety Conditions, even if you've already tried everything else. It could also just be called True Healing. Can true healing truly happen? And this is what I've found. So I want to get this to you because I poured out my life's work into this hour and a half masterclass that goes through lots of parts of this. And if you stay to the end of it, I walk you through a part of this process of going deep inside and clearing stuff. The thing that I first started using when Jen was saying, "What are you doing?" Because our abundance was going up, and it improved my physical body. So I want to get this to you and let you know that there is hope, that you can clear deep stuff, even if it's been a long time. And and so that's my hope for you. My name is Ralph Havens. I'm a physical therapist, medical intuitive healer. I've been doing this for 34 years, and I've literally spent $750,000 on my training, and many. Um, I've traveled around the country and the world for decades to study with the healers to learn this stuff. And it's been part of my quest for my own true healing, and it's what I want for you if it's something you want for yourself. So you can grab that full masterclass at www.ralphhavens.com/masterclass. And there's a really cool gift at the end. I tell you the best way to get this um, work done as well for yourself, to clear these kind of things for yourself. So if you're willing to take the commitment to spend 90 minutes with me, ralphhavens.com/masterclass, and and it's all about your healing, your true healing. So hope you're having a great Monday. If you're watching live, um, there'll be links later, but you can grab it, ralphhavens.com/masterclass. And we are about to go take Ben to school and start the day. And let's get out there and live. Let's really live.